forgot to start my. I'm tripping. What's that word, Finji? Damn, this shit look fake weak. Hold on. Do it look better like this? Damn, I'm too far away. Yo, yo. I had to make sure my mic working. Mic work. Boom. How it look on this right here? Still look terrible. Kinda. Whatever. It is what it is. Mm, why change? Why change the title to Yellow Squares after the recent stream? I don't know. Well, I did it on actually. I did it on the remember we was watching the Stream University shit, and then I changed it. I don't know why I changed it to yellow. I think I might have seen somebody do it, and I changed them to from the red dots to the yellow squares, and I was like, oh, okay, this kind of look a little decent or a little dope. So it actually is more noticeable for some reason. That's the same thing I was thinking too. I was like, bro, would this kind of be like a little more noticeable for people to click or whatever if they seeing it? It depends on if they seeing it because most people watch. Most people are watching the streams or most people click on the streams. They clicking it. Well, they seeing it because they scrolling through YouTube Shorts versus the people that seeing it if it's on like the home page or something like that. But yeah. So was it from when I used to wait, was it from when I used the yellow warnings to get your attention in the Discord? No, I wouldn't say not necessarily. Not necessarily. It was I think it was yeah, if I'm being honest, I think it was more I wanna say I used them during that stream. The stream when I was watching the stream university to see who get accepted. I think it was more of that than it was for anything else. Because it's the most attractive color at glance when you glance at it. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. But that you can say that kind of did play a part in it. Mainly because yellow is more like eye catching, noticeable type. So yeah. But let me go over the news real quick. Let me see what we got going on here, bro. Messi and them they currently winning, but not really. What the hell young boy got going on? Pluto ain't no fucking gangster dude running around with no fucking security, especially not wait, especially not more than me. Said my boy I just watched the wait, my boy I just watched the world glorified the most pussy and dumb shit I've ever seen in my life. Uh say you don't even know this boy got you don't even know this boy for 5 songs. So you don't even gotta name this man for 3 songs. I don't know what the fuck is young boy crashing out about, bro. Shout out to him, I guess. Speed is wearing Argentina jersey in an attempt to trigger the curse, so Switzerland can knock out Argentina World Cup. This nigga is crazy. I don't know if that's gonna work though, but it is what it is. Enhanced game athlete Beatrice broke the women's snatch with 53 kgs. Damn, 220 pounds. Okay, that's nuclear. Here we go. Same wonderful Wonderwall by Oasis. What song is this? I ain't never heard that term before. Well, I probably have. Sperm racers investigating the competitors for potential anti-doping violation. I haven't seen this shit in a long ass time. So is they really review mistaken identity? Mistaken identity for who? What's that word, Kevin? What's up, material girl 8? Oh yeah, let me pin this. So you watching the Connor and Max fight? Is it on right now? Damn, who just got a red card? Today or tomorrow, I don't know. I'm Irish. Nah, but I'm gonna watch it. I don't think it's on right now though, because it is 9. And the and if I'm not mistaken, they might be the main card. So that might be at like 10, 11, 10:30 or 11, one of the two. But right now I'm watching the Argentina game to see what's going on with Argentina and them. Academic finds out that Charlamagne the God cited. Wait, Charlamagne the God cited that alleged use of AI generated journalists run smear campaigns against Drake, Aiden Ross, and people associated with them. What? Who got thrown out for mistaken identity? You can get thrown out for mistaken identity in soccer. What's that word, Caden? Said 5 a.m. for me, and I'm 7 hours ahead of you, I think. Yeah, so in about, I want to say in about 2 hours or an hour and a half. I definitely watch it though, because Connor is a huge draw. So who are these people that's writing whatever? I don't know what the hell that is, man. I should be reacting to Jude Bellingham time the match against Norway. Shout out to Jude Bellingham, bro. He be going nuclear. Why the fuck Speed be making these ugly ass faces? Shout out to him, bro. Top boy actor. Michael Ward cries in church after being found not guilty. W's for him. How he found out in church. Adrian Brown has already lost most of his stomach just 4 days into quitting alcohol and staying locked into the gym. That's a W, man. Then this got 1.1 million impressions or views. Soccer, basketball. Wait, what? Oh, Jimmy, that's a sport. I don't have a favorite team, man, bro. I low key did I ever ask you who you was rooting for in the World Cup? Finji? Do Ireland not got a team? Or did y'all get knocked out of the World Cup or no? Like who's your team? You had to be rooting for a team, right? Only 120 more of them. Yeah, that should be making it acceptance rate lower than Harvard, Yale, and Stanford. Well, it's not an actual university, so I don't really think you can count that. But okay. Ryan 2K reacts to being booed for his documentary. Jesus. So they got booed at Summer League. Ronnie 2K, we don't give a fuck about you, bro. Appreciate you for being like, oh my god, I love that y'all be booing me. Stop doing all that dick riding. So I think I stopped in. I think I stopped in 3 times. Never spoke. Just came in and watched, and there was some troll in there. Wait, what happened? Just how you watch some Caleb Wilson highlights? Yes, bro. I meant to speak on that when you popped in, but I was doing this reaction, bro. That shit was nuclear. Yeah, we found the one, bro. We found. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like he could have low key got 40. For me watching the highlights, bro, it's too many niggas on the Bulls G League team that think that like yo, but I get it, like yo, they on the G well, not the Bulls G League team, but the Summer League team. Some of them niggas might be on the G League team. Who knows? Some of them niggas might be playing in the G League. Most of them niggas are. Let's be serious. It's too many niggas on that team that think like, yo, man, let me get out here and beat Michael Jordan and shoot the ball and fuck up and turn the ball over 17 million times. He could have had 40 if niggas was wanting to give him the ball, bro. Like, it was too many times I was looking up being like, who the fuck is this nigga dribbling? Why is he shooting? This nigga weak. Why he got the ball for? It was a lot, bro. Said that was a mod in the stream, so I left there. Wait, there was a mod in what stream? My Twitch stream? Finzi, what the hell is you talking about, bro? So I did want the US to win, but now that they're going, I want Argentina to win. Messi to go. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. I'm with you, bro. So y'all definitely got a future all-star. Yeah, it's the same thing I said. And then our other draft pick, what's his name? Dalian Swain, Dalen Swain, whatever his name is. The Swain nigga, I know his last name. He nice too, so it's like, yo, you feel what I'm saying? But niggas just wasn't passing my boy Caleb the ball. Well, Swain, he was doing his thing and shit. Like he nice, bro. He can get him a little bit more tick. I think him and what the fuck is his name? Buzelis, Matthias, whatever his name is. That nigga. Them niggas, we got some pieces, bro. You know what I'm saying? We nice, bro. I ain't gonna front. And I remember I read some comments too. Like certain motherfuckers had me thinking that the Caleb Wilson nigga couldn't shoot the ball like that. Reason being is because he only averaged like he only shot 1 3 a game in college. So I'm thinking like, yo, he really can't shoot, and they were saying, yo, he got to work on his shooting. Nigga, he was out there lacing that bitch, bro. The niggas who we thought was gonna be like, yo, this nigga can really fire that motherfucker up was what's that one nigga name? Damn, I forget his name, bro. Um, damn, what the fuck is that one nigga name? The Darius Acuff nigga, the nigga that went to where he come from, Arkansas. He went to the Kings. Him. He was like a nigga that I thought was gonna be out there like lacing that bitch and going crazy. He really was type doo doo, but like he been shooting terribly. Even though this is bro's first summer league game, and we got to see how that transitions into the season. But so far, bro, you know what I'm saying? That nigga really, he got a fajita. Shout out my nigga Caleb Wilson. We got Caleb Wilson and Caleb Williams. Come on, bro. I don't think nobody fucking with us in the near future game. Said William College is basically big for the Tar Heels, but he can shoot the three. That's what I'm saying. Like I knew I wasn't tripping on that, bro. That shit was crazy, bro. And the fact that you told me he came in and dropped 35, and I was asking you if we won, but you ain't tell me if we won. You was just like, yo, bro, just go watch for yourself. He dropped 35 and we only lost by one. Was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, the Grizzlies low key do look nice though. You know what I'm saying? They was low key giving us work, but we only lost by one, and that's because our team was turning the fucking ball over at a rapid rate, which was crazy. What's that word, Sharp? Said Caleb Wilson looked tough. That's what I'm saying, bro. We looked real good, gang. So I think he looks like the ball. Who? Said not Indiana got Caleb Williams. Yeah, bro. It's every time you remind me of that, I get pissed off more and more, bro. Well, I mean, hopefully, maybe. Well, that's not really even a long time from now. But the Bears gonna have to. I think they gotta play at Soldier Field until like 2030. I think they still under contract to keep playing now. But that's irregardless of that because that's in like 4 years. So they gonna have to still. They still gotta go because they gonna get the new stadium built regardless. So they gonna end up leaving. But I don't know, bro. That shit ass. I don't like that shit, bro. Like I wish they could just do something about it and keep the fucking team and whatever, bro. Chicago's retarded. I can't even really, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, all I'm saying is y'all gonna have a good season. Yeah, hopefully, bro. Like how you were saying, Charlotte might still be able to make the play in. Hopefully, we still able to make the play in too, bro. Who just appreciate whoever just subscribed, bro. I can't see the what's it called because it's I look you need to make that a little bigger. Hold on, bro. Let's make don't knows cam. Yeah, let's make the fucking don't know shit a little bit. You feel me? So that way I can like see them. Because why is it like small as fuck on my screen? Yeah, we can make it like this. Boom. There we go. That'll look decent. So y'all Glaze Wilson. Wait, y'all Glaze Wilson must be. Wait, what? Just because the commentators was consistent on even though the rest of the team, was performing nearly the same. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that it was all Caleb Wilson that was doing most of the work, Finji. Like, oh, he was the main nigga and he was the only reason. Well, if we being honest, him scoring 35 and shooting 7 for 11 from three kind of does portray him as the only reason. The reason that I'm giving him his praise, bro, is because the last time, and I was having this same conversation with Caden last stream. The last time we drafted a nigga at number 4 from Carolina, it was Patrick Williams, and that nigga was hot fucking trash. So if we gonna draft somebody high, he needs to perform, bro. Like he has to perform. You feel what I'm saying? Like I don't. Everything else I really don't care about, bro. But that nigga gotta perform, gang. I felt the same way about Caleb Williams. I'm like, yo, bro. If we draft this nigga number 1 and he come out here and he's hot doodle butt, what like why am I gonna be excited about this nigga, bro? Like he needs to come out here and show me something. And so far, I mean, it's the first summer league game. He showed me something, but he does have to show me more. Feel me? Or everybody more, if I'm being honest. If I'm gonna root for the nigga, he can't come out. He can't come out there have one good season for the Bulls and then be like total trash. It's like my nigga, come on, bro. Even though Well, I can't say Derrick Rose either. Derrick Rose had a couple good seasons for us, but still, you feel what I'm saying? He carries. I kind of disagree. Caden, he performed the best, but he didn't carry. How would I put it, bro? I would say this. Well, and I think both of y'all are kind of right, but how the fuck would I put this, bro? Him scoring, okay, I'll put it like this. He scored 35, right? He hit 7 threes. He was the reason that they only lost by one. You feel what I'm saying? If he didn't score 35 or just didn't hit 7 threes in general, they probably would have lost by like 15, if I'm being honest. Only and I didn't watch the whole goddamn game, but the rest of the team was kind of one. I forgot the nigga. Maybe I think he like number 6 or some shit. I don't know. Short black nigga. He was kind of like pesky on defense, but he was turning the ball over at a rapid fucking rate. Like a lot of them niggas was, bro, including Caleb. The niggas was turning the ball over, gang. But Buddy kept us in the game. I could say that, gang. I ain't gonna discard the fact that he was out there putting that work in, bro. So, well, yeah, bro. I ain't. You know what I'm saying? I hope he performs well and does well, bro. No bullshit. That's what I'm rooting for. That's why they ran into Dave Chappelle performing like he was on tour. What? W. Dave Chappelle, man. Loving consider now and get up to 6 years of dating. W's. Jesus, why be out here going nuclear? Why is it muted? Oh, I'm gonna have to listen. I listen to that like all stream. But YB dropped the song and he dissed Future, bro. I didn't know this. Appreciate you for subscribing. Choso edits. Appreciate that. So I think y'all overestimating. So I think y'all are overestimating Williams. Also underestimating him a little. I will say Bakary is a strong word. He's more of a Bambi. He's more of a Bambi than a goat, you know? Well, I don't know about that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And who is you talking about Patrick Williams? Vinci, are we speaking of the same people, bro? I'm gonna just say this. Patrick Williams, hot fucking trash. Hot ass, bro. Like that nigga doodoo gang. You know what I'm saying? I can't really put no respect on Buddy name for him being like as trash as he was. But then again, my nigga Caleb Wilson, you know what I'm saying? He went nuclear, bro. Like nuclear work. Set most points ever in the summer league debut. Uh, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it is, bro. Well, I think I did see some about. Well, I think he might have a second most. I think they said Marco Bellinelli scored 37 in his summer league debut. But yeah, so I'm just messing up names for some reason. I'm tired. Jesus. Did you see his post game interview where they were congratulating him, saying he was just like we lost, worried more about said more worried more about that than breaking a record. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. he was hella more worried about that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I was looking at the I seen I think it was on his mic'd up. I think he was mic'd up too, like some at some point during the game. And I seen that uh he was saying it was him and Swain on the bench, and he was worried about like the spacing of the team. He was like, "Yo, the spacing is off. Our spacing is off. Our spacing is off," and shit like that. And I'm like, "Yo, I ain't gonna lie. This nigga really he really one of them niggas, bro. I fuck with, bro. Heavy, no bullshit." Rudy Rose shares some new photos on Instagram. Okay, I mean, goddamn again. Is this bitch holding an iPhone 5C? The fuck? Jay Z opened his 30th anniversary show with Beyonce giving him a haircut. I ain't gonna lie to you, but motherfucker be saying certain shit about certain people being performative. Jay Z is one performative ass nigga. Like, this nigga gotta stop this bullshit, my nigga. Like, shout out to you, bro, but come on. Fuck. Shout out my nigga Jay Z, man. Astro Speed ran into Kansas City wide receiver and Xavier Worthy and challenged him to a 100-meter foot race. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Speed, you might lose this one. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Speed might lose this race, bro. You know what I'm saying? Big W's. So Speed started fake crying after celebrating Switzerland's goal against Argentina, so the fans wouldn't notice him rooting for the opposite team. Jesus Christ. Why the fuck is it so hot in here, bro? It's kind of pissing me off and making me like upset. Lily Phillips responded to a fan asking her to dress up as a baby. I'm a 24-year-old grown woman. I don't want to be playing as a baby. A bit weird. Get your head checked, please. Guarantee whoever that was Caucasian. Boy Max explains why he was removed from the FIFA World Cup by stadium staff is getting into a heated altercation with a drunk England fan who falsely claimed he threw something at him. Okay. That's a little nuclear. W's, man. They trolling this nigga. I forgot what the fuck I was doing. I don't know why, but the pen left. It did. No man, you did. Anyway, so I gotta go see on this also. But appreciate you tuning in, Fenji. Appreciate that, brother man. Okay, there's nothing else I really need to see here. Nothing else I need to see. We ain't watch one of these Tyler Perry videos in a minute. So I guess I'll be here most of the stream because I'm in the car right after the house. W. Big W's. Alright, let's get to this reaction. I got hella reacts to do actually. I investigated the city that legalized every drug by Tyler Oliveira. Let's do it. Tyler Oliveira got 9 million subs. Jesus, boy. Is this what Germany looks like now? Well, Frankfurt to be exact. Why? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's a very dumb idea. This idea is just as dumb as in San Francisco, I think, where they giving you the needles instead of you being able to use dirty needles so you won't kill yourself. I guess it's like, but it's not helping the problem. You're actually harming them further because you don't want them to use dirty needles, but you want them. So it's not like, oh, I don't want you to use drugs at all. I want you to be much more healthy when you use drugs. Like, what are we doing? This is like Los Angeles. I ain't gonna lie. This is terrible, Germany, man. Y'all used to be much different than this. I ain't gonna say better, but y'all used to be much different. They faint, folding, faint, sleeping, no shoes. Like, why every time I see people that's off fentanyl, they ain't never got no shoes on, or they in sandals? Like, what? Jesus, he missing a leg. Is this Germany's version of what you call it? Is this Germany's version of what's that one street? That one street in Cali. Damn. Skid Row. Just without the tents, I guess. The European Central Bank. Jesus, bro. Why you? What you doing in Germany then? You from Louisiana? Like what is these sheets? What is these random sheets doing up? Ew, what's this? He just has shit on his butt. He might spend €5 on some weed. I don't know how much weed that's gonna get him, but big W's, I guess. Well, Tyler, you do gotta understand. You are walking around filming people that are doing hard drugs, and they probably like, man, I don't want my family to see me doing this, but I am gonna do these drugs right here, though. Nigga, it's all. Come on, Tyler. Skip this segment, bro. Damn. Ew. Pretty much put you on probation or parole where you got to check in. What the hell is this? So why the hell are you out here if it's not a good corner today, my nigga, and you see the police out there? Maybe it's like out west. Jesus, boy. She was visiting her children, and then she ended up. How you visiting your children and you end up getting stuck? Wow. You got a crack problem? You a lawyer? Why is this dude back here stripping and taking off all his clothes? And what? Do nobody in? Okay, matter of fact, let me just ask this question. Shout out to all my fentanyl addicts, but I need somebody to help me understand this. Where do y'all socks be? Like, maybe they like, oh, I'm homeless or whatever the case may be or whatever. You feel me? Like, what are we like? Am I tripping? Like, what are we doing? Did he just have? I thought that was Gilly the Kid. Does he have a beer in his pocket? I never seen that before. That's a big W, I guess. Wait, what? Why are they doing this? Is this like are they like killing the plants by doing this? Is they saying like, yo, we don't need no more opium? What's it called? It or what? Opium plants? W ad Tyler. What? So he's saying he used fentanyl one time and what? Oh, okay. So pretty much they saying they letting everybody do their drugs, they fentanyl, they crack, they PCP, whatever the hell they got going on. They letting everybody do their drugs, so it's like okay, because if we take the drugs from them, that just causes them to commit more crimes. Basically, it's like yo, if I take this fentanyl from him, he ain't got no money, he ain't got no. But even then, at the end of the day, it's still kind of backwards because if they smoke all of their drugs and they have no money, what are they going to result to doing? Robberies and something to get them some bread. So that doesn't. I guess you could say that doesn't really make any sense. Wouldn't that be so backwards though? Well, I guess you could. Well, yeah, that is backwards because if you, how would I say this? If you allow the people to do the drugs on the street, but then again, you don't allow the people that's selling the drugs to sell the drugs. It's like, what are you really doing? Like, how much sense are you really making at the end of the day? And then those people that's getting arrested for selling the drugs could argue in court, like, yeah, bro, I sold the drugs to these people and they got to do them on the streets and the police wasn't arresting them. That's kind of dumb. They said they called me a son of a bitch. But the fact that her face looked completely normal and she well, I was gonna say the fact that her face looked completely normal and she ended up getting whatever liquid on her face, and then I don't know. That's weird. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's like not the dealers, not the users, but they like we know somebody over here if they have OD'd or whatever the case may be. It'll look crazy if we just had people recording them and there's somebody family member and they died or whatever the case may be. But it's I guess whatever. It's kind of like moral policing, not really, but it kind of is wrong for you to do that. Did he just ask him? Hold on. Did he just ask him if he wanted a what? You want a young girl? Oh yeah, get him up out of here, man. Why does he have a 1987 Benz? Jesus. Oh, thought he scored, bro. Wow, that was crazy. That was crazy. My bad. This is a horrible reaction for me, but I'm not gonna upload this video anyway, so I really don't care. But this was insane work, bro. He just scored that goal. Oh my god, man! Wow. W Argentina, bro. W freaking Argentina. Wow, man. I gotta give me a Messi jersey. Dang, she look kind of like something decent a little bit. He gave it to him. Ooh, ah. W Messi. W Messi. They looking like what? I thought that was FaZe Rug. She's something decent too. Is everybody in Frankfurt, Germany, a crack using crack fiend? Well, then again, Tyler, you are recording them with they crack pipes and all like fentanyl and drugs. What? Is they doing crack too? Are they singing Cotton Eye Joe? Are we serious, bro? So this is a Family Guy cutaway scene? Hatsun on Fame on Top Time. What she say? Hatsun. What she say? Hatsun on Fame on Fine Time. What the fuck is that? She's speaking too fast. Hold on, let me. Have Hatsun on Fame on Fine Time. It sounds like I'm speaking Japanese. This might be a little racist. Hold on, bro. No, we can't. No, but hold on. She might be setting me up for saying that because what is the sentence again? Shut the fuck up and move on. Hatan no fainton of Hantan. Let's try it again. Hatan no fainton of Hantan. That means shut the fuck up and keep it moving, bitch. Well, without the bitch word, but you get what I'm saying. Jesus. Oh boy, I thought I was gonna say, boy, Messi finna get on 10. Oh, if his leg went right there, Messi would have stole him. Ah! Jesus, boy, his head looked nuclear. Pause on that head. His was never mind. I told him don't play with me, black ass nigga. Rich Mobilo. What the hell is that? Give it to Messi. Give it to Messi. Another goal, bro. Come on, man. This is fucking Argentina, nigga. Argentina, nigga. Argentina. 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 Damn, that nigga bald head than a bitch, ain't he? He was in Sing Sing. See, it's Singapore? So is everybody that's in Frankfurt, Germany right now, they all just what you call it? Are they all just like migrants from other countries? Two plus goals, 12 straight matches, longest streak all time. Jesus. I ain't gonna lie, this might be the most crackheads I've ever seen in my lifetime, bro. Not even gonna lie to you, man. Argentina will face England in the semifinal. Wow. W crack straws, W Germany, W crackheads. That's in there, you feel what I'm saying? Can't even be mad, bro. I can't even be mad at ya. What's this? US better than Oh, let me put that. I'm not gonna actually watch this on stream, but that'll be a good watch off stream though, for sure. W Methy. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can go and watch that. What's it called? The fight. Who currently? So Max Holloway won. 20th fighter in UFC history with wins in 3 different weight classes. He 28-9. Okay. So he beat Conor McGregor. And who's that Asian woman back there, man? She's some like a little decent. You feel me? Oh, that's this lady. Most wins in UFC history. Who's Jim Miller? Alright, let's get busy with more reacts. Start off with a Tommy. Let's go with Tommy NFG, man. Okay, we've seen this. She kind of dressed terribly, a little bit, but yeah. I'm finna knock out at least 6 of these joints. Fuck is it? Walking around. Sit down. All right, let's do it, man. Corniest, corniest content creators on earth by Tommy NFG. Let's do it. We locked in now, man. Reacts time. It's time to do reacts. Oh, what? A 7-year-old's comments? Well, I would say it's. I think YouTube is a much younger base as far as content wise, especially with like YouTube Shorts. It's a lot of kids that watch YouTube Shorts. Not saying adults don't as well, but the kid demographic between but the demographic between kids and adults that watch YouTube Shorts is kind of, I ain't gonna say 10-1, but it almost seems like that. Ew. Turkey Slurpee got can I get pen? Ew. Yeah, these comments are just full of children. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Looks Max and I. The crazy part is, I think my thumbnail, my profile picture on well, my profile picture on every platform is basically the same. Well, I guess you could say the Looks Maxer thing. I didn't even know what that was, bro. Shout out to everybody that you feel what I'm saying that be doing all the looks maxing, sigma, alpha, beta, whatever the hell that shit is called. Shout out to them, gang. But I'm sorry, that's some of that's some of the biggest geech man activity I've ever heard of in my life. If you sit there worried about what another man's face look like and trying to tell him how he can get better looking, that's a problem. At least in my book. That a woman's job is to tell a man how good he looks. The man's job is to find out how good he can eventually look over time. The man's job of the another man's job isn't to tell that man how not good looking he is. And then if I'm being honest, it's like he did have a genre blow up, which is crazy, but it's full of a bunch of insecure kids. Like he's basically him telling people that yeah, bro, I was on testosterone or whatever the hell he said he was on at like 14, and it's like, bro, you signaling to kids that they should be doing the same thing that you did by telling them that. It's like, yo, gang, telling them you do meth. It's like, come on, bro. The future generation is cooked, bro. You Jesus Christ, bro. So yeah, this is a bad John. Not only that just pissed me off. Not only are you the biggest geek, like come on, bro. It's July 11th, bro. Why the fuck are you still popping fireworks? But regardless of that, bro, like my nigga, you not only are you doing the looks maxing big geech man activity, but you also you own kids too. Come on, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I got to comment on this. Jadion, you pissed me the fuck off with all this, with the way you wear these fucking do rags. Stop wearing these shits and you're bald. No, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It's kind of inevitable. I'm not saying this for all Caucasian people because Caucasian people do try to just be like, yo, bro, all black people are violent. Y'all don't know how to do nothing but commit crimes. 15% of the population, but commit 60% of whatever the hell they be saying. 60% of 60, 70%, whatever the fuck they be saying. But for some odd reason, it seems like it's inevitable. Like it's synonymous to have people that are doing weird shit to kids and Caucasian males in the same sentence. Those two things go together, bro. It's like, god damn it, it's like, how would I say this, bro? It's like soy sauce and egg rolls, gang. These two things just pair. They just pair together and they're inseparable, which is crazy work for me to even be saying that. Like, what would you mean? I wish you could just make. I wish you could just make a case without having to say he gonna go to jail for a long time. So you want this nigga to be free and he out here trying to get kids, bro? What are we doing? And now this nigga Tommy's hilarious. Prison is rehabilitation, brother, man. I get it's probably not the it's probably not rehabilitation that most people would like, or the form of rehabilitation that most people would want certain people to go through. But that's what they label prison as. If we gonna be honest, they label it as rehabilitation. So you go, you sit down, you do the crime, you do the time, and then once you do your time, it's like I that time rehabilitated you, so you can get back to society and be a good person. Benjamin Netanyahu probably gonna try and do something like this, man. He's responsible for killing a whole bunch of children, but he's still roaming free, huh? Jesus. Jesus. Like if we being 100, bro, like and this is my stance on looks maxing is not even I'm not even gonna speak on the community right now, but I'm gonna just speak on looks maxing as a whole. The idea of looks maxing is great. Like you trying to look the best that you can look, which is going to the gym, eating right, um dental hygiene, great body hygiene, god damn it, skincare routine, getting haircuts and making sure you well groomed, manicure. Get you can go get a pedicure too if you a man. Shave it, like just grooming yourself in general, keeping yourself at the keeping yourself looking the best that you can look at all times. I don't disagree with that. I think that is a great thing that everybody should do, women and men. Where we fall short on this is, oh man, you should take peptides, you should take testosterone, you should you should do steroids, and you should go get a nose job, and you should get cheek filler and jaw filler. And no, bro, you might as well go get a pair of titties in a BBL gang and call yourself a bad bitch. Why are you doing that, bro? That's too much, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then most of the time, most of these dudes be wondering why certain women be like, yeah, man, you got men out here. We need real men to be back. And you feel what I'm saying? And a lot of times I'll be looking like you bitches just need to shut the fuck up. But then it get to a point where it's like I'm agreeing because you niggas is doing this, and it's not even for niggas. It's for you Caucasian motherfuckers. And then motherfuckers wonder why it's like, oh, I'm infertile. I can't have kids, but I do look the best that I can look. And you wondering why the white race is just disappearing, gang. Because y'all women don't want to have kids with y'all. So it's like, yeah, they leaving and being like, oh, let me go get a BBC. Ew. They ugly as hell. What's that, brother? Jesus. This kind of explains why he was sitting on when he was on his stream. I seen it on Twitter, and he was like, "Oh, all the women out here in Paris, they're super fucking ugly. I don't know why guys out here would want to talk to them. They're literally hideous, and it's because you couldn't get no bitches. That's usually what niggas say when they can't get no hoes. It's like, yo, bro, all the bitches out here ugly as shit, bro. I don't want to fuck with none of these hoes. These hoes is chopped cheese, my nigga. And it's like, no, nigga, you just can't get none of them. You feel me? Can't be doing that. Chud is back online. What's up, ugly ass nigga? Ew. That might have been a man. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. That's a little too nuclear. And once again, I'm gonna make this statement very clear. I'm not saying that it ain't no black people that's doing the whole looks max and shit. But most if you black doing the looks max and shit, more than likely you a whitewashed black nigga, which I can't really consider you black if you are whitewashed. Um, you niggas that's doing that type of shit, bro, y'all need to go ahead and chill out, man. The whole year, man. Let me post this. Let me post Clavicular and say that he looked better than this nigga. It's like when I seen the clip where Clavicular was on stream with some other white niggas, and then they was saying something about, oh, Marlon mogs you, and then they was like, yeah, but he's black, and then they was telling him like, no, he's not actually black, bro. The niggas from Sweden. And they was like, oh, but I don't know. So it's a whole, it's like a whole race thing. Oh, so if he's black, he can't look better than you because you're white. No, my nigga, you just ugly. You know what I'm saying? And we can't do that. Entertain me. Um, get off your knees and stop sucking dick, man. Jake Lang. Jake Lang, the L voice crack. Jake Lang, no man. This is Jake Lang's whole spiel. Let me ignite or incite a race war or a religious war, and then let me not do shit about it. You feel what I'm saying? He's one of them niggas. Like, oh bro, you're gonna punch me because you're prone to being violent while inciting somebody to be violent. It's like, come on, bro, what are we doing? Yep. and this nigga still locked up. And he also was on Boys. He got exposed by Geach for saying that they was sleeping together and that Geach was all in his butt and shit like that. You feel me? Yappington. What do you expect? You expect me to sit here and just be like, yeah, so what y'all do today? Stupid man. Jesus, boy. Facts. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. The people who are usually like white nationalists, white supremacist type activity, the niggas that be going in and doing all this shit, are usually niggas that tend to they tend to hate themselves because they got some other insecurities and some other shit, and they got a lot of skeletons in their closet that they don't want exposed. And he was with old boy right here. I mean, old girl or whatever they had going on. He was getting his butt played in, which is nuclear work, and I could have guessed that, bro. The people that really go that hard and be like, yeah, bro, I really hate black people. Let me make my whole identity hating black people. And it's like all black people, why y'all doing this? It's like, come on, gang. You gotta find a new identity. I myself can't never bring myself to be like, man, you know what? I'm gonna make my whole identity about hating a whole nother race that I really don't care about, but I care about so much to the point where I gotta make my whole identity about them. That's too nuclear, bro. That's too much time invested that you could have invested in something else. Idiot. Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. The people who I'm one of them. The people who hate watched him and was like, "Yo, bro, this is gonna come to an end very soon." You know what I'm saying? And it came to an end faster. I ain't gonna lie. I thought Buddy was gonna have at least a good 6 months until somebody either tried to get him up out of here, but tried to smoke that nigga, or he tried to get a motherfucker book that nigga, and he thought he was gonna be able to do the I'm doing my stand your ground law self defense activity while simultaneously being on the internet saying that, yo, if somebody black tries me, I'm gonna shoot and kill them. It's like, come on, bro, what are we doing? Hey, yo, I'm back. So my fault. Internet was bad. You good? Nah, they whole take is about being a white nationalist or a white supremacist. That the whole I want to be a patriot and I want to fight for America and I love free speech and X, Y, and Z. It's like, nah, bro. I really just want to be able to say words that I shouldn't say, but say that I'm pro free speech. But if somebody says something that pisses me off, I don't like it. It's that type of activity. Because the people that be pro free speech, it's like, yo, I want to be able to say this one word that nobody really likes people saying. And it's not cool to say this. And I feel like I'm being cool by saying this. But if somebody goes and calls them something that they don't want to be called, it's like, no, that's not fair. I don't like that. But it's like I thought we was doing the whole free speech narrative. You dig? Jesus. Like let's be all the way honest, and this is for my Asian people out there, bro. I'm not. I usually say shout out to people when I mention them, not shouting y'all out. That shit over with. Um, I need for people like him to realize, gang, the only reason that Asian people can actually be in this country is because of the civil rights movement that Dr. Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks and them and all of them fought for. The civil rights to get to basically for black people to be treated fairly, gang. The only reason that y'all get to be here is because of those rights, gang. You know what I'm saying? The civil rights that we fought for that really should that's really should be about blacks and for blacks, and Asians should have fought for their own shit. But somehow, some way, everybody LGBT, Mexican, Asian, Indian, whoever the hell you are, you right up under the civil rights shit with us, which baffles the fuck out of me because it's like, damn, this shit that we fought for benefits the fuck out of everybody, and we at the bottom of the totem pole. I digress though. The only reason that you niggas get to be in this country is because of that. Without that, you don't get to be here, gang. So all I don't like black people. Black people will be committing these crimes. Oh my god, black people, please, black people. Oh my god, black, 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 black. Come on, man. Let's stop doing that. That's too much dick riding. Right? And it's crazy because white nationalists be like white nationalists will love the people that will join them on the I hate this race activity, and then turn around and tell these same people that's joining them like, yo, my nigga, you're Asian. I don't fuck with you, gang. Like just because you rock with me on this movement, don't mean I actually fuck with you. I just I like the fact that you spewing the same nonsense that I'm spewing, so I can push this out further, and I'm not the only person pushing this narrative, and you pushing it with me. I actually don't like you either. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm black. I'm black. My fault. Internet was bad. Come on, man. Just because you too much dick riding. That's too much of too much of dick riding for me, bro. Hold that 30 minutes, my nigga. Yeah, this was crazy. Jesus. Yeah, so you know, so like hell yeah. He was one of the first YouTubers that I started watching. Him, Flight, Cash Nasty. Those are the first three YouTubers that I discovered. Like 10 years ago, 11 years ago. He is the GOAT. Facts. They got fake movie trailers? Where they be showing these joints at? Ah, Jesus. So most of my friends don't know him. So I guess I'm Unc in the friend group. Well, yeah. I mean, well, you still in high school, Caden. If ain't you like 17, 18, right? Or no? You like 17, 18. So you would have been, if we talking like prime Soluminati, which was 2015, 2016, 18. Yeah, so you 18, you would have been what, in like second grade, third grade, when he was like at his apex in his prime game. You know what I'm saying? Like 10, 11 years ago. So you'd have been like 9. Well, you and all your mans them, y'all been like 9. So yeah. I get why they don't know him. Of course they would know motherfuckers like Speed, Cassinet, Aiden, Mr. Beast type activity. Yeah, so you was 8. Niggas being 8 years old and them being on YouTube, the internet wasn't really popping like that at the time, and you had to be, how would I put this? You had to be like it was one of them things where it's like if you know, you know type activity. You know what I'm saying? Jesus. Said, bro, I know a lot of people. Uh, I know a lot of people. The original. So many good YouTubers who are just not there anymore. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, that'll piss me off. W video, Tony. W freaking video gang. You need to react to little, little, little comist video. Nigga, who the fuck is that? That shit sound overly nuclearly weird. You'll have to put it in the Discord and shit, and I have to see what's to his content and shit, bro. My nigga Caden. Let's do. Hold on, real quick. And we gonna keep. I'm gonna knock out 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna knock out a good 4 vids. His vid's mad funny. I'm gonna have to put it in the Discord, bro. I'm gonna check them out. You know what I'm saying? If you think them joints funny or some shit. The one man on the planet. Wait, the one man on planet Earth that scares me by Jeff. No way. Ain't that who is that? Shout out to Rich Paul, man. Shout out to them dice games. What, like a link or his name? Yeah. Or yeah, if you copy the link, then it'll be like a video or whatever because it be. Or just put his name in there. Heat Bron, peak Bron, boy. Stop playing. Besides 2018 Bron, everybody know about that. But the Miami Heat, LeBron James, 2K12, 2K13, he was literally unstoppable. Unstoppable. Whatever. Crazy. He got Eric Bledsoe 5 years, 7 million. Wow. Rookie extension. Jesus. This is crazy. Hold on, bro. He got, damn, boy. He got Gordon 34, Garland 39, Ingram 40, Tyrese Maxey 40, Zach LaVine 43, Fox 55, yeah, Anthony Davis 58. Anthony Davis actually got that contract, that 275. Jesus. Ah. Jesus. Jesus, boy. Miles Bridges, 25. DeJounte Murray, Jeremy Grant, Fred Van Fleet. Jesus. Yes, sir. Lathanos, hired from Sweden. What's up? Is it Gabby? Gabe? Gabby? You know what I'm saying? So you probably seen him before. He was in Jadion's stream when he got arrested. Probably have, just don't know his name. Well, just probably gotta see his face. Mm-mm. Can't be saying that, man. This ain't Donovan Mitchell City, boy. This is Braun Town. Stephen A. Smith, you averaged 0.1 points. You said you played half the season and cracked your kneecap in half. Stop dick riding. Weak ass nigga. Why you dick riding? I don't get it. We know that you was wrong, Stephen A. Smith, big forehead bastard. You ain't gotta tell me that you was wrong. Look at your look at all that real estate you got up on your forehead, man. That you haven't just went and dropped the top on him. Shout out Clutch, man. Jesus. I ain't gonna lie. Well, Michael Bridges has always been a three, if we're being honest. And if we accept, well, with the exception of last season, you can say Jaylen Brown was looked at as a three because Jason Tatum handled the ball. You know what I'm saying? But I guess you could say he was a two because Tatum kind of played the point guard role because Boston doesn't have a point guard. So yeah, you could, well, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Well, Tatum playing the point guard and then what's it called it, playing the shooting guard really. So yeah, I guess you could say that, bro. Victor Oladipo deserved more. He was so underrated. Yes, a fact. Injuries just derailed his career, bro. Um, uh, I guess you could say that, bro. This would be the best Knicks starting five of his lifetime. You got Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, Bridges, Cat, and Ananobi. I guess he can say that. I don't really know if the Knicks ever had really good players except for when Melo was there. That's the only time I ever watched it, bro. Serious question: Do you think Michael Jackson was a racist because he wore blackface for all those years? No, man. Michael Jackson had a goddamn skin disease, bro. He was black. He was black than a motherfucker. Well, not black than a motherfucker, but he was a brown skinned black motherfucker. And then he ended up with some fucking skin disease, and his skin ended up turning white, bro. I can't say he was a racist because he wore blackface. That doesn't even make any sense. Look at all his siblings. All his siblings is basically the same color he was. They just didn't get the same skin disease that he did. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? You want me to time him out? Oh nah. I heard he wore shoe polish. I heard he wore shoe polish for 40 years and got tired of it. Nigga, that don't even make sense, man. You can go ahead get him like 10 minutes, man, for coming in here you asking me something dumb like that, man. Go ahead and get that nigga about 10 minutes, Kate. You come back to the stream in 10 minutes, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I do think I do think the two best teams. Wait, do he ain't got that team on here no more? I thought he had the Spurs on here. Well, he did have Spurs on here. I do think he should either go to Minnesota or the Spurs, one of the two. So was that question supposed to be funny? Like, yeah, I don't know what the per. I think he meant. I think he thought I was gonna be like, yeah, man. Michael Jackson did was shoe polish on his face. It's like, are you an idiot, bro? He like, man, you know what? You want to be on this damn board so bad. Let me put you on here, bro. Jesus, bro. Clutched up. So like that question made all of us laugh, right? Big W's, man. I think LeBron might go to either. I think he might either go to Minnesota or he might go to the Spurs, but I don't know which one he might go to. But big W's for LeBron James. Hopefully he goes to one of those teams. You feel me? And yeah. Let me stop. Where's those other videos? Okay, you got this one, and you also got this one. Let's do this one first. Yeah, I watched 6 Man after I watched this. The Horrors of a First Job by Sector. Whatever. My bad for botching your name, bro. Let's get to it. Jesus Christ, boy, the steam machine. This sounds like something that's gonna clean your clothes. They want $1,000 for this joint. 512 gigabytes. How much RAM this joint got? Yeah, it's the, you know what I'm saying? Like this too much. Jesus. Yeah, I was just gonna say, why would they sell why would Steam sell a Steam machine if somebody could just go the actual good route and just get a PC? Like, what are we doing? So it's crazy. We're only 60 days away from Bryce spanking Caleb week one. But no. You got that. You got that like flipped from us spanking y'all week one. It is crazy. We only 60 days away from that. That's nuclear. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. And I don't mean to keep pausing the video, but my first job ever, bro. I worked in a goddamn meat factory, Stampede Meat Factory, pushing around bloody barrel bins, well, bloody bins with wheels on the bottom of them joints, and fat ass boots, a goddamn apron with gloves on, and hair nets, bro. And not to mention it was hot net joint unless you worked in a freezer, which it was cold. So you basically it was hot. You went from outside. It was hot because it was the summertime. Then you went in there. It was kind of cold. You walk in and out the freezer. So you went from hot area to cold area. Let alone my job being the fact that I had to wash the bins out with hot water. So I was hot, sweating. Walk to the. I had to go to the freezer to get the bloody bins and barrels with meat in there that was pink, purple, green, white. Bro, most nuclear job of all time. Still wasn't the worst job I've ever worked, but that was crazy. Jesus. Yep. Oh yeah, that's probably the most terrible. Well, I ain't gonna say terrible. Well, yeah, it probably is terrible. Because what if you got little kids drowning, you having to save people, people probably getting their head bust over from jumping in the shallow end. Yeah, that's too much. Yep. the, the most nuclear part, I think that maybe I'm tripping on this, but my opinion is the most nuclear part about jobs nowadays or applying for jobs, I wouldn't even say it's, well, you could say it's a job application. My biggest thing that I hate is interviews, bro. Because that one question that they ask you in interviews, which is probably the dumbest question of all time, but it's, yeah, sir. So, why do you want to work here? Why do I want to work here, motherfucker? I need some motherfucking money, nigga. What you mean why I want to work here, boy? Because I love the country, the company so much, and I want to make it the most exuberant, and I want to make y'all the most money of all time, while I get paid shekels and get hit over my kneecaps with baseball bats. What you mean? Why do I want to work here, dude? You know why I want to work here. I need money. That's a fact. Yo, appreciate whoever just subscribed, man. I don't know if you're on YouTube or Twitch, but I appreciate you. I'm gonna see it after the video. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's another problem with filling out job applications. Most jobs will ghost you, gang. They'll be like, "Yeah, man, let me go ahead. Yeah, you know what? You did send in this application. It's gonna be about a good 3 months later, and we're never gonna respond to you, bro. It's really like, damn, bro, was y'all just putting out saying that y'all need people for fake because y'all didn't hit a motherfucker back? What we doing? It was me, my man. I've heard that you have trouble looking for a job. Well, same here, brother. Um, well, yeah, I guess we ain't alone. We in the same boat, I guess. I don't even low key remember saying that, but whatever. First of all, the fact that he had AI interviewing him is crazy work, bro. I would be highly pissed. Facts. Yep. Because they most jobs is looking to hire people for part-time jobs. They know that you're gonna quit anyway, or they know that you looking to just get you a little something that can get you some money in your pocket. So it's like, I bet we're gonna hire him for this said thing that we or this said position that we need filled, while simultaneously knowing that this guy's probably gonna quit this job because it's so hot dog water, and we gonna have somebody else to come in and fill in his position too. You feel what I'm saying? Well, good night. Much love tomorrow. Appreciate you, Kate, tuning in, brother man. She probably spent 5 minutes in there on her phone, not even really looking at your application. But yeah, appreciate you. Appreciate you for subbing, Mike the Panda. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Being a lifeguard might be the most. You know what I'm saying? Might be the most ass job of all time. Like, who the hell want to be able to jump? Who the hell want to be able to? Who the hell want to jump in water to save people, bro? That's too much. Too nuclear. Said, bro, I applied to McDonald's, and um since I'm not the spectrum, they highly cannot decline the position, but they did, which is fucked. Are you saying you own the spectrum? Is that what you're saying? Y'all appreciate whoever just subscribed, man. Big dubs. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. There's certain people who you gonna work jobs with that's gonna be like, damn, this person is a true fucking NPC. I see why they got this fucking job, and I see why they haven't advanced in life. If we being honest. Yeah, and mainly I would say the main coworker bias is either that one coworker that's on the same level as you, but they would rather treat you like y'all not on the same level or think that they can boss you around, or you got that coworker, then you got the coworker who's a blatant fucking snitch and think that they're gonna get more rewarded more points and more money for snitching on you or anybody else, and then you got the manager that walk around like a dickhead and treat certain people like shit, but then have favoritism towards certain other motherfuckers. Those are the people that I can think of off the top of my head, because everybody else is just chill and don't give a fuck. But it's mainly managers. Facts. Jesus. Yeah, most I guess you could say most of the time it's either somebody that's working there that's their friend or they homies with this motherfucker, or somebody who they may be sleeping with or in a relationship with in general. That's a lot of times where the bias comes from. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe they just trying to seem cool or whatever the fuck the case may be to certain people, but then they don't give a fuck. Like I could say this: when I was working at Stampede, it was more of a, yeah, it was co-worker bias, but it wasn't a lot of black people that worked there, bro. Besides me and my two homies that worked there with me, outside of us, it might have been three other black people, gang, and one was a girl that somehow, I don't know how niggas found this out, but she only dated Hispanics and she was blacker than the night sky, and it was two more niggas, and I think they ended up not showing up no more because by the third day that I worked there, I stopped seeing them niggas after the first day, pretty much. She probably looked at him like, nigga, what, boy? I came from my move, bro. My first, I guess you could say, not even my first job getting fired from, but my first time ever getting, like, not even fired, bro. But the one of the times that I got fired from a job was me treating the manager, bro. Not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna do a story time on that shit one day, gang. But that shit, I'm talking about, bro. That's probably, I could say, yeah. If I'm being honest, that's probably the last time in my life, and this was in 2021. That's the last time in my life that I've ever been. I'm talking like physically mad to where I wanted to hurt somebody, bro. I ain't never been that mad before, bro. Well, outside of a couple other times in my life, but that was the last time, and it's been what, 5 years, probably going on six. It's, well, about 4 years going on five, something like that, bro. Whatever. That was the last time I was ever like extremely pissed off, gang. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I I don't think I will ever allow myself to get that mad again. But the shit that he said to me got up under my skin so fast, bro. And I don't lash out on people. I'm like, nah, but I'm gonna just let that roll off my shoulder. That day, ooh boy, I couldn't let that shit slide. Nah, no, 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 no. And it wasn't even nothing crazy like nuclear, racist, and none of that. It was just it's like you tried to blame. It's kind of like you tried to blame me for something that wasn't my fault. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Did you just sat here and tried to play in my face, my nigga? Are you serious? Are you dead ass right now, bro? Come on, gang. Don't do that to me. This is kind of like I ain't gonna lie to you. This is kind of like the fast food saga of somebody going into a McDonald's or Wendy's or Burger King, Pat, whatever, and they go in there and they kind of like ringing the cashier out dry, being like, "Yo, man, you didn't get my order right, yada yada yada." Mainly because you can't go to the back and yell at the cooks, but then again, it's like, "Yo, bro." And this is just from my POV because I've not been there as far as me taking people orders, but been there as far as ordering something being something not being right. And I'm not me personally. I don't give a fuck about returning no food or telling somebody my order wrong, but whatever I get, as long as it's somewhere around the dollar amount that I paid, I don't give a damn if it's like, oh, they forgot a couple sauces or shit, they may have forgot a little ass fry that I ordered. I don't really care about all that, gang. As long as it's close to where I ordered, bro, I'm nuking this motherfucking meal, nigga. It's over with. But certain motherfuckers like, yo, I need my order right down to the T. You yelling at the person that took your order makes no sense. Because once they take your, at least from my experience, when the person who's ringing your order up takes your order, you tell them what you want. They always recite back to you exactly what you said, boom, and then you be like, yeah, that's my order. Woo. Then they put it in for you, boom, and they go and get the shit right. You know what I'm saying? Now it's up to the cook to get your shit right. The once the order is placed and they tell them, yo, order number is such and such up, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. That it's out of their hands now, bro. The only time it's actually out of their hands once they hand you the bag. They not looking to check and see if your food right, nigga. That's your job. It's your food. See, McDonald's, and somebody yelling, and it's crazy because the people that sit cooking the food in the back, they always looking like, why is that person up there going so nuclear? That's just crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Working, well, I would say, well, you could say working the morning shift is probably the most hot dog water activity of all time But you could say that working the night shift probably ain't no better neither, because you working the day shift, it's like, damn, I gotta get up at the crack of ass and I get off midday. Then you gotta relax, and you might not get to do nothing until like 8, and then you got to go to sleep, and it's like, yeah, then you if you go to work at night, you sleep during the day, and then it's like you still not being able to do nothing by like 8. I don't know, too much. Facts. Yep. Big W's. Who is this? What's his channel name? um Sector. Big W's Sector. I'll drop a subscribe for you, bro. I likes that video. That was a good one. I've been finding a lot of people that's been dropping a lot of bangers, bro. Let's go. Where that other video at? It was a 6-man video. Hit it. I was finna watch right here. Should I knock this out? Yeah, I'll just knock this bitch out. Fuck it. We know why Bam Adebayo punched Tyler Hero. Yeah, come on, Tyler Hero, man. You look like Eminem from 8 Mile. First of all, if you seen that clip of Amen Thompson throwing him down by his jersey and him falling down like Bambi, I don't think he's a good person to have in a fight. 6 p.m. Eastern. Let me stop. How did Shams get that news, bro? Come on, bro. Shams, you gotta stop, bro. You too nuclear, bro. You gotta stop putting out all this information that don't nobody know where you getting it from, but you always accurate. Ew. Jesus. Which one of these eyes did he point? Oh, this one. This one is kind of fat right here, boy. And this one, damn, boy. Eyes cocked like a pistol. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Shout out Bam. Bam was like, man, you know what? I'm finna go stand on business. He was talking crazy about me, saying that I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't deserve my 60 million. Let me go punch him in his face. Let me show him how these hands feel. Let me show him why I got 60 million. Jesus. Okay, so his left eye right here. So he got punched in this joint. Mm. Maybe Bam might have grazed him with the fist. Maybe he swung on him and that joint went like, ooh. You know what I'm saying? Instead of him hitting him directly flush in the eye socket, which probably would have broke his orbital bone. Jesus, Tyler Hero. Jesus, boy. Then they traded all late pieces, gang. I think except for that one guy. But did they trade him too? Damn, boy. They traded Jamie, Ware, Tyler, and Corpus Christie's. Crazy. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He was spamming this dude's what's it called it, bro. Yeah, you could Jesus, boy. Tyler Hero, come on, man. You got too much money to be dressing like a school shooter, gang. That's terrible. Oh, I thought he was texting dude off his actual account, but this is Tyler Hero's account. Idiot. I think if I'm being 100, I think more players than not have a burner where they talking shit about other players or what they think about other players. Like, come on, bro. Lowest field goals on mid-range field goal attempted. 26. Well, I mean, he has the highest field goal percentage on middies, 35%, really 36, but yeah. So basically, this is just everybody in the league middies. I mean, why he sneak dissing them though? Like, I see why he punched them. Like, what are we doing? I think if I'm gonna be honest, just to give my take, I think it was because Tyler Hero probably let everything get to his head on the fans, and a lot of this is outside people talking crazy or whatever. It's never person to person. The Miami Heat fans was probably like, "Come on, bro, Tyler Hero, you trash. You never available. You be hurt. X, Y, and Z." Even though I don't know if he be hurt like that, but he probably do. And Bam be available. So they like, "Yo, we need to get Bam some help." Mainly because he play hella games for us, and you suck. That's probably what it was. Yep. Yep. Will it be more NBA players getting exposed for having burner accounts and talking trash about their teammates or other players in the league? Of course. Jesus. W video 6 man. W freaking video. W Bam for punching Tyler Hero in his face, man. Maybe we can get more people to get punched in their face very soon. T6, you in here doing all this meat riding. It thinks it matters. Why is it talking chat? The LMAO. Is it expressing an opinion? Come on, man. Let me show you this timeout real quick, man. Just cause you doing too much meat swallowing, bro. Too much meat swallowing for me, bro. I don't like my meat swallowed like that, bro. Appreciate you though, man. Appreciate all that dick riding you was just doing, gang. Appreciate that dick riding, gangy. Small creators aren't trying anymore. Let's watch this last video just because I want to get it up out of here too. So let's do it. Uh, Small creators aren't trying anymore. By YB Trey. See what you got going on, bro. Jesus Christ, bro. Is this going to be about the whole Stream University in person auditions, bro? I don't think most people understand the fact that if like you are one of thousands of people that's trying to get in, gang. It's not really gonna work like that, bro. You just gotta hope and be like, yo, God willing, I get in. Inshallah, I get in, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? The whole bitching and moaning. It's not. What are we doing here? And then they crying. Bro, I'm not even gonna front my move. The first day that he announced that he was doing the application, of course, I submitted my own application and all that too. But I'm in Chicago, so all that going to in person applications, auditions, over with, not happening. Anybody got no money to be doing all that traveling and you feel what I'm saying? Just to try to go do an in person application. Shout out to everybody who got in Stream University, but that's besides the point. The amount of people I seen do AI, what's it called? It's the first day was crazy. I'm like, yo, bro, this AI content slop gotta stop, bro. We gotta stop doing that. Exactly. Yeah. See, these people are these people are too like they not too bright, game. Like for anybody that was like, yeah, bro, you know what? I'm calling off work. Well, not even calling off work. People do that all the time. You know what I'm finna do? I'm finna tell my job I quit. I'm finna tell these people who I'm paying rent to, man, I ain't paying y'all no more, bro. I'm finna go to this streaming university in person application and I'm finna get in, man. This finna change my life, bro. And it don't happen and y'all be sitting back looking stupid. Come on, man. So basically, you just sat here and told him, yeah, I don't make content, but I seen how poppin' Stream University 1 was. Guess what? I should get in because that'll help me make content. No, it won't. Yep. You may want to think twice about streaming in general because streaming in general, making content is a tough thing to do. I'm not saying I'm not one of them that think streaming is harder than 9 to 5, but creating content is a tough thing. Creating content that's watchable is a tough thing. Let me just say that. Facts. I'm not gonna lie to you. First of all, Soulja Boy, you doing all this crashing out and you trying to get into Stream University. This screams broke. It screams broke activity. I ain't got no money. I'm doing bad in life. I'm down bad. For all of the celebrities that's trying to apply to get in, what are y'all doing right now? As far as if you a celebrity, at least let's just throw the quotations around. Soldier Boy's a celebrity. He's world renowned. People know him. Whatever the case may be. Soldier Boy, crank that you. Feel what I'm saying? But other celebrities that have a name for y'all self and y'all may got some motion or some traction somewhere. Why can't y'all take the same so-called motion that y'all have? And I'm throwing the heavy quotations because if you're trying to get into Stream University and you already got some type of traction going, and you can't expound upon that like before you get that opportunity, you kind of don't really belong in that space, gang. If I'm just gonna be all the way honest with you, let's keep it funky here. What are y'all doing outside of trying to apply to Stream University and making content or in the content space where it's looked at like, damn, we should let you in? Like, what are you doing? And this be another thing. Oh yeah, I'm on here creating content, but I'm on TikTok live, gang. When's the last time Soulja Boy dropped a hit song? Jesus. What's up, love, Janko? Well, if I'm being honest, in a way, yeah, he's right. But then also in a way, how am I gonna put this? Certain people who already have a little bit of traction, not like bigger streamers, because you got bigger streamers that's going to the Stream University 2026. You got Stable Ronaldo, Jason, you got Lacey Nim, you got who else getting in that's like a known name. You got Pootie, uh uh you got a decent amount of people, like people that's really already known in a content space or whatever, and if they not known as far as streaming, they can get known for streaming. Pretty much they have motion somewhere else, so they can kind of bring said motion from that place over to the Twitch app. You feel what I'm saying? Those are the people who would catch more traction than somebody who is, I guess you could say, smaller streamer that has to build themselves a storyline, if we being all the way honest. Uh, wait, who did he name? Blazing Baby Lola. Yeah, this the weather, not weather. This the news girl that was doing the interviews and shit. Who else did he name? Kat Ooze. I don't remember her, bro. I don't know why I don't remember her like that. Um, was they bullying her? They might have been bullying her. I don't remember her though. Okay, Yana, of course, yeah. Lola. I want to say I seen him before, but I don't remember if I seen him before. I probably was he like the Spanish speaking nigga? I think he was speaking Spanish. I don't know. The only other person I could say that he's not that he hasn't mentioned was what the fuck is Shorty name? She was beefing with academics. The Samaya, her. That's who he mentioned. That's who he forgetting. That also grew only because I didn't know who none of these people was before the first Stream University, and then after that they kind of grew and blew up and all that shit. Also, if I'm being honest, Ben Ben the Don, he had motion before Streamer U, but as far as streaming in the streaming space, nobody knew who he was, and he blew up in the streaming space off of Stream University as well, which was his first time streaming. Him saying that shit. So, but that's an example of somebody who had some motion elsewhere, like doing the Instagram skits and YouTube vlogging and all that, to the Twitch space, and it's like, oh, he kind of took off because people already knew who he was, and it was like, yo, we just seeing his personality instead of it being on skits. He got a personality outside of skits, and he can also stream and be somebody who we can watch or whatever the case may be. So yeah, if I'm being honest, You can name 5 people, bro, but I think outside of that is the problem. But if I'm being honest, it's also about who you around and shit. Cause if I'm not mistaken, I think I seen the Aldo got it, nigga. I think I seen him around Phantom before, if I'm not mistaken. And then you got what the hell is Shorty name, bro? You got Yana, and she was around Ron them or just the Phase group in general. So it's people who are around certain other people who kind of also get a boost off of them. You feel what I'm saying? So that plays a part in it. No, I can't say that. You if you're a streamer that plays multiplayer games with your friends, I can't say that you don't need to be going there. Main reason being, I'm gonna put it like this, bro. Me, this is just my honest opinion. I've heard a lot of other big streamers say this shit. If you are a streamer who can't do desktop streams game, it's kind of like obsolete for you to be. You see what I'm saying? Like being one of them people that's like, oh, yo, bro, I'm gonna stick to strictly doing IRLs and all this shit. Main reason being, look at the biggest creators, including Kai himself. He does desktop streams. He games on stream. He started off as a desktop streamer. You have to be a good desktop streamer in order to be good at streaming. There are certain people who do desktop streams who never IRL'd a day in their life, and they are great streamers, and people watch them. People watch desktop streamers, gang. The whole desktop is dead, IRL is the wave thing. No, because IRL can fall into the fucking gutter, and then you back looking like, oh shit, what the fuck are we doing? If we being honest, most people who I guess you could say couldn't really hold traction after the fact were people who was doing the IRL shit and made it their whole thing and didn't do desktops. That's the ass part. That's where you lose that game because if just me thinking about it as far as streaming, you have to be multifaceted. Like if you can sit on stream and you can do reacts, or you can sit on stream and you can have yap sessions and answer questions from your channel, have certain conversations about certain shit, or go over certain shit in the news or whatever the fuck the case may be, or gaming. Any of those things will make you a great streamer, and you should at least learn how to do two out of the 4 things that I named, if not all 4, at least a decent pace. Not saying you have to be great at all of them. That would be good if you became great at all of them. But you have to know how to do those things. If you just become like, yo, I'm gonna do IRL streams and that's fucking it, my nigga, you're gonna lose. I'm dead ass because you're not gonna be able to hold an only there for you to do the IRL shit and be like, oh shit, look, pops, bangs, loud colors, Mr. Beast effect, versus you sitting down and actually having to have a conversation and talk to your fucking chat and stream like streamers do on desktop. You kind of lose. You lose at the end of the day. That's a fact. I'm with him on that one, bro. Just like the one nigga that was at the in person applications, and he was sitting in the room and he was crying, talk about how he stayed up for 48 hours. His cameraman ain't eat, he ain't eat, he was thirsty, and you sat around and just waited to go into the room with Kai instead of being like, yo, let me network with these people around here who probably are like minded, or we might make the same kind of content or different content, and I can collab with them. That's where everybody falls short at. And now everybody probably looking like, damn, he accepted everybody in the stream adversity. Now what the fuck I'm gonna do? Stupid. Our last live was a year ago. Yeah, this be egregious though, gang. The people that be like, yo, let me go apply to Stream University, and you streamed a year ago and you just didn't keep streaming. Terrible. Oh my god. that's the most ass part about it. It's already gonna be TikTok think piece people. I seen that right after he announced the Streamer University and everybody that got in. It was everybody like, "Yo, bro, this is how Kai used y'all to boost Streamer University and how he used y'all to promote it, and y'all don't really see the fact that." And it's like, my man, please shut the hell up. Please shut the hell up. Please shut the hell up. This is Cassinet that we fucking talking about, gang. People was gonna, if he didn't host in-person streaming university shits, people were still gonna talk about it. If he would have just been like, "Yo, this is the application website. Put your application in, my nigga. Do your thing, and then I'm gonna do my stream in which I announce everybody and all this extra shit." Motherfucker, it still would have been as big as it was, my nigga. If we talking combined viewership, he had 500,000 motherfuckers on Twitch watching him. He had 300. Let's say he had another. Actually, he had 600,000 people on Twitch watching him. He had another 400,000 on YouTube, which is a million people combined. What are we talking about, gang? I'm sorry, this might sound like Glaze. He don't need nobody to promote his shit, gang. He's already that boy. That era of him needing people to promote his shit or having to use motherfuckers. That shit is over with. Niggas is already paying attention to what he got going on, bro. I'm sorry. Like, he could post right now, "Yo, bro, I love eating chocolate ice cream." Niggas will write think pieces about, like, "Man, he likes chocolate ice cream. Man, really, strawberry is the best. He's being super performative by saying that he only likes chocolate." Dick riding. Come on, bro. Like, let's not play crazy with niggas like that, bro. That's just like saying, "Yeah, bro, when Braun be posting, he be needing niggas' attention and shit." No, niggas is gonna pay attention to Braun because that's who he is. He's LeBron James. Let's stop it. Facts. He's pissed. If I'm being honest, that's a very hard thing to do though. Like, if it was all about like, "Oh, you don't hold many viewers," and like, I agree with a lot of his talking points, but then again, it's like it kind of defeats the purpose of StreamU, because if that's the case, it would be like, "All right, let me only bring people in that actually hold viewers instead of bringing people in that don't hold no viewers at all." Like, it's yeah, that's kind of murky. That war is kind of, I get it, but how many people do you actually think can do content with somebody who is a bigger streamer without it actually looking forced, or without it being forced, or it being like watchable? You feel what I'm saying? Not many people, bro. That's why it's like most big streamers ain't having too many motherfuckers on stream, because it's like, damn, these people don't know. They don't really know what to do. You feel me? So what are we like? That don't really make sense, if I'm being honest. Of course, exactly. I'm with him on this. I'm with him on this. Yeah. I mean, if we being honest, like, if okay, if we being honest, everybody who's streaming or putting out content is doing it for the paper. That's a fact. Like, you doing it in hopes that you can make a career out of this, at least for maybe a couple years, if not a very long time. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I can't, like, we can't make that, we can't make it seem like that's not the case. But I get what he's saying. He's saying, if you jumping into it strictly just because it's like, "Yo, I see the dollar amount somebody else is making, I feel like I want to make that money too, and this is my main goal, in which and why I want to create content." Jesus fucking Christ. But yeah, that would be that. I just lost my fucking train of thought. That stupid shit. That would be. I don't know. Forgot what I was gonna say. Which is a fact. It's I mean streaming is oversaturated as it is, so that really don't really matter. But if we being honest, I said this the same thing when I was watching the NPC Miles Morales nigga crash out. If you stream, and this goes back to him saying the desktop shit, if you stream and you play a character on stream and people know you for playing a character, they only want to watch you because you play this character. Versus if you stream and you being your goddamn self game, they'll watch you for you being your goddamn self. You also have to be entertaining in that aspect as well. But how am I gonna put this game? I don't even know why I said but. Oh yeah, but the whole like yo, if you streaming and you do desktop game and shit with your homies and shit like that, that's like ass. You can't really do the whole like you don't really belong here in this space or whatever. That's stupid. That's a dumbass. That's a dumb take. I ain't gonna lie to you. Watch out, my nigga. This is my stream university application. Not happening, but hey, but I ain't gonna lie. This is a great video. I can't front. Said pin this before the video goes viral. Yeah, that's a fact. I ain't gonna lie, it did pretty good. It did pretty good. I don't know if he actually got accepted though. Did he? YB Trey? He probably did get accepted, didn't he? No, I don't think he did. I mean, shit, he got what? He got 2,000 subs, 17 vids up. Shit, he doing his thing. I can't front my move on that. Shout out to this nigga, man. W video YB Trey. W freaking video gang. Some of y'all wasn't this enthusiastic for real school. Says spending rent money on this BS is crazy, I swear. This is a sign that originality isn't a thing anymore. Every content wait. Everyone's a content creator until they actually have to create content without biting off someone else. True. Talking about fries in a bag, shorty. Jesus. So if you're not a streamer, you're a low income worker. Said what happened when you don't? Said what happened when you don't like to study and you have money? A lot of streamers. Just saying, grab a book and learn something. Said these people make me sick. Not gonna lie. So you think these streamers trying to get in with effort of reading a book? There's a reason they're streaming, and it's not because they put in effort. Okay. So that's why people get dumber and dumber as technology gets smarter and smarter. So I just took a risk to spend my rent money and booked a hair appointment. Hold up, Jesus. Said people treat streaming university like an actual university where they'll learn to be streamers. Said Toto took advantage of streaming university too. So I never heard of him before that, and he been popping up since. Yeah, that is true, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. That's another person, Tota. I mean, shit. If we being honest, people who wasn't streamers, but I guess you could say got some motion from streaming. I don't know if his shit was. I don't know if his question was was the people was it people that you never heard of before Stream University that end up blowing up after. You could say Yana. I don't know the people he named, but it was for me Yana, Samaya, Tota. Um, who the fuck else blew up from Streaming University? That being as far as in the streamer space, I mean, you could say a lot of people in the streamer space. You got India Love, even though she was already somebody, but she blew up in the streamer space too from Stream University. Cooking with Kaya, she was also another motherfucker who blew up in the space of Stream University. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So people don't realize that you already have to be a streamer consistent, even if you don't have a lot of viewers. Preparation meets opportunity. So I've never been in line of getting phone or getting wait. I I would have never been in line getting phone numbers or socials and make effort to link with other creators. If you didn't get in, you still win. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. I don't think most people look at it like that though. The fact that young people want to be streamers is telling you we won't have any skilled workers anymore. You can't say that, bro. I think it's the fact. I think it's what you see on the internet that makes you say that. But I get what he's saying. This is a great video though. Decent little joint. Feel me? It's the end of the stream though, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, Shout out Stream University and all that shit. But I'm out. Appreciate y'all Twitch. Appreciate y'all YouTube. I'm gone. Big deuces, my nigga. Shout out shout out my nigga Mike the Panda for subscribing and shit. Oh, he also subscribed on Twitch too. Hold on, I'm gonna search up this nigga name. Appreciate y'all though, man. I'm gone. You dig? Okay, Mike a smaller creator too. That's a dub. Shout out Mike, my nigga. This nigga be gaming and shit. Why I started this channel. Get this video up off here. Yo, shout out my nigga Mike, gang. This is tough. I ain't know he was, you know what I'm saying? Nigga set up way better than my shit. I ain't gonna front. And he got 5K. 5.5, I meant. Yeah, Mike got 2,000 videos on this joint. Going nuclear, huh? I ain't even mad at you, Mike. I ain't mad at you. Do your motherfucking thing, nigga. Let me go to Twitch because I gotta pull some content up off this vase and shit. We got story times and what?